Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me back at Foundation. My name is Axfield, and today I'm starting a new series where I will focus specifically on the clergy splendor. Now I've got a really cool idea for a city, or at least in my head it's a pretty cool idea, but I'm going to jump into it and explain to you as I go. So I've got this map over here that I'm going to use. I will also place a link for the map seed in the description so that you can also use this map if you so wish to. But let's jump into this. Okay, I'm gonna go just the normal settings. I'm gonna say relax and play. And because we're focusing on the clergy, I'm going to go for something, let's say more, something like a tree I think would make sense because I'm going for the clergy. And let's use maybe the green, and we can maybe add some gold. And then for the background, I'll use black and white. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Although I think I'm going to do it the other way around. Let's do the black at the top. Yeah, that looks much better. So we've got this French name, Chateau de Bellevue. Let's go for that. And I suppose we need to get like a French name as well. Gualtiero, that sounds more Spanish. Okay, well in any case, let's just go for that. So the main idea that I've got for this playthrough is to place the monastery within the middle of the city, and the town will literally surround the monastery. So it's a cool idea in my head. I'm going to see if it works, but I've got to now look for an appropriate location on where I can place this. Now that's why I went for a more flat terrain, because I think it's just going to work so much better getting this flat terrain. No hills or cliffs or anything like that sort. Uh, this is not a bad spot, but we've got very little land to work with. And also the rocks here at the back kind of constricts the movement to where I want to go. So I am thinking I want to be close to a lake in any case, because I want to still be able to fish in the near future. So I'm thinking this is a pretty good spot, and then I'm going to just expand towards this side and also opening up the lake here, because then we can use this space over here, I would say round about here for the monastery, and we can build the town then all around like this, and we can expand the farmland towards this side. I think it's going to be good to start in this location. So let's do this. Let's start right over here. I need to place my city center. Now this is probably going to be a temporary city center, but let's go ahead and place it over here. Now I can go ahead and open up another terrain. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start by opening up the terrain on this side. Now I just need to double check to make sure there is actually fish in this lake. So let's see here. I did see a few splashes over here. Yeah, so there we've got fish over here. There's fish over there. And oh, there's also some fish there. Like literally on the shore. And then over there, there's also fish. So we've got 4 fish spawning points. So that's not too bad. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and place myself the builder's workshop. Definitely going to start with that one. And then I'm also going to place myself the lumber camp. Now we can just go ahead and chop whatever wood we can on this side. I'll probably move all of this on a later stage in any case. But for now we'll just chop on this side. So I'm going to make like a forbidden zone. Let me just get some builders over here. I'm going to create a forbidden zone more or less on where I want to monastery. So let's do this here. I need to make it pretty big, and I'm thinking whether or not I should make it square or round. I think round is going to be better, seeing that the whole monastery is going to be surrounded with the city. So let's do this. Yeah, I need to really make sure that we've got enough space for the monastery. Because my idea is to have only one monastery that will provide for the whole town. So yeah, we're going to need that space for the gardens and all the extra stuff. I think this should be okay. Alright, so let's add some workers here for the lumber camp. And then we're going to also get ourselves the gathering hut. That will be my next step. Alright, so let's just, I'm going to have to keep this open up just to keep track of where everything is. Okay, so residential area, it's going to come all the way around. Make this a little bit bigger. I do need to make like small points where I'm going to place the wells and the water points and all of that. So let's do the residential area like so. Make it more square maybe. Do it like so. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to place my first well over here. And I need to leave a small space open there for the market stalls as well. So let's add some forages. I'm not going to worry too much about the forester camp for now. They can just clear out a whole bunch of trees. I want them to clear out as many trees as they can. Okay, so that looks like an iron deposit we've got over there. So our stone is in fact on this side, which is really going to be great. We'll be able to utilize that spot for quite some time. I'm going to let the city expand towards this side. So then we can just use this then for the stone mining camp. And we're going to definitely, let's just do the storages. I can wait for the fishing. I don't have to do that immediately. And I do want to get the fences also up and open from the start. I've got some idea that I want to do with the village fences. And I'm going to go ahead and open the monastery up right from the start. Because I'm not going to build a normal church. I'm going to just have the monastery. So let's do that. And the rustic decorations. We are using a lot of the money now. But I'm going to just go ahead and do that. So that we can do the basic structures for the monastery. Alrighty. Let's see here. So we want the actual church. That's the first thing that we want to build. We need quite a bit of stone to build this. All of these pieces seems to use a whole lot of stone and also planks. So you know what? Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should first set up the sawmills also. Here with the lumber camps. So I am going to move the sawmills a little bit more towards this side because, as I've mentioned, the city is going to go around this circle over here. And you know, this is actually nice because it gives you free reign on where you want to place your production buildings if you are going to build into a circle like this. And also when we do finally do the fortifications, we're going to have the city wall that's going to go all the way around. It is probably going to be very expensive to build this wall and quite time consuming, but it's going to fortify everything in the center over here. It's quite a practical build, I would say. Right, so let's see here. I want to turn it maybe more like this. Here we go. Alright, and I'm going to assign 3 miners over here. Right, so we've got currently now 3 houses up. I think I can expand it a little bit further towards the side. Yeah, let's maybe do this. Let's just expand it slightly further. I'm going to use the round brush. Let's do it like this. And maybe just make it square here on this side again. There we go. Okay, this should suffice for now. And I can now just look to place a market stall. Now, the market stall I want to also keep kind of close to the well. So let's see. If I do the market stall, I think I'm going to just go ahead and place it like so. There we go. I can always move it on a later stage. And I'm going to just go ahead and place myself another lumber camp. Not going to sign any workers as of yet, but just to have it there. So you can see this is very interesting since I've opened up the monastery. Now the first resources that comes available is the vegetables and the herbs. Now I am thinking another option for me is to replace the fish with vegetables. I can do that, but we'll probably have to make the circle even bigger. But I'm in anyways just going to build a residential area on this side so I can always expand the circle towards that side. So the idea that I've got with the fencing is I want to start placing this out like so. And this will be like almost like a placeholder for me on where I want to place the monastery. So we're going to need to harvest quite a lot of stone to get this up and running. You know, let's just maybe look for where we want to place the gates. So I'll do a gate over here, close to the well. Let's maybe do it like so. I want entry points from all around, so that's why I'm just placing these gates now. I'm going to do the fencing in a little while. Okay, so I'm going to just fence out this side basically. Just to see if we might need some more space. I'm going to only do like half a circle. There we go. Alrighty, so we need 27 stone, 4 wood and 4 tools. Okay, so that can just stay that way. Right, our well is up and running. So I just need to get the market stall also going. I think let's maybe remove this forbidden area zone. Just do this. There we go. And then I'm going to just say resource removal. There we go. And we've got one available worker, so I'm going to assign them there to do the berries. Okay, so our happiness will slowly start to improve here. Okay, so we're starting to provide them with rustic food. Now, of course, we should have a lot of hunting zones here as well. Yeah, the hunting zones, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to place my hunting zones yet. That's something I'll probably have to figure out still. But maybe towards this side, let's just see what territories did we open up so far. So we've got this one and this one. Okay, I think once I've got this territory open, I'll use this as my hunting territory. Alright, so these two workers that's coming now, I'm going to assign them here by the sawmill so that we can systematically just start getting some planks. And we're going to just start with the first basic structure for the monastery. Want to keep it kind of close to the entrance because we're going to expand it quite far. So I want to do it like so. I would like to add a facade as well, but let's maybe reserve the resources for now. We are going to need a tower though. I'm going to go for one that takes less resources. Okay, so this one takes a lot of stone, but it takes less blanks and only 2 tools. And it does look like a monastery's tower, I must say. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to increase the height here. Now this is going to be a pretty fancy monastery we're going to have here. I will probably change a couple of things on a later stage, but I don't want to go too big right from the start. See the capacity 24. Yeah, we're gonna have to at least have a capacity of 24, I think. Right, so I can't use this entrance because we need the polished stone for that. So we'll probably just use the humble gate. That's the only one we can do at this stage. Okay. So that's going to require a whole bunch of stone. And then we need 26 planks and 10 tools. But I'm going to go for it. I'm going to just tell them to start building in any case. Why not? Right, and these guys I'm going to appoint there to work at the sawmill. It might be a good idea to just maybe start setting up the manor house also. Because once we set the manor house up, we do get some extra coin from the king. So you know what? Let's maybe do this. Let's just start by building a basic hall. I think to keep the hall close to the marketplace is maybe going to be a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and place it kind of like in line here with the monastery. And I'm going to do a very basic structure for now. Just to get it built at least. I'm going to use a basic entrance. Visitor location can be right over here. Let's say build. Okay, good stuff. Right, so let's just see here. We do require some additional housing. Okay, they are building those houses, so that's fine. I'm going to just leave them to it. We've got one extra villager coming in. Now, I think our immigration is going to stay relatively low because I'm not going to be able to push the happiness much higher than it is now. I'll only be able to push it maybe up to 60% because we'll only get the service fulfilled once we've got the chapel, which we are building over here. Let's see, we can't assign, yeah, we can't assign someone yet. Monastery occupants are automatically assigned. Yeah, see, this is a tricky one because we are going to have to build a dorm here for the monks. if I decide to choose monks, which I think I do want to choose, I'm gonna rather focus on having monks here at the monastery. So we are going to need the dorms here for the monks. And now I'm going to build it like this. It is going to look a little bit awkward with the roof coming out like that. But this structure I'm going to also raise on a later stage, and the tower. You can do that in any case. It will cost you slightly more resources to just raise the structure, but it's not going to be anything too extreme. And we still need to get the visitor location over here. Let's just do this for the chapel. Place the visitor location right over here. Monk dorms. And do the same. Okay, so I am going to have a little bit of a slower start because I've decided to just go straight into the monastery. But yeah, I think ultimately it is going to be to our benefit. And we're going to save a lot of resources building around the monastery. Yeah, so we are lacking the housing quite badly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do this. Let's just expand it around even a little bit further. I think this is gonna look so cool. You know, once it's shaping up into a full circle, I think it's gonna be really awesome looking. I think let's just assign ourselves another carpenter. We need planks more than we need wood now. I'm gonna just maybe assign that person as a carpenter. We've got our one market stall up, which is all we need at this stage. We will not be able to do refined food until we've got the wild boars that we can hunt, or if we do the bread production. But the bread production is too expensive to start with, in my opinion. I would say it's always better to just start with the butchering first. Get the hunting camps, get the butcher up and running. It just costs you less resources and you need way less workers also to do that. Now this is coming along pretty nicely. We still, I would say, only halfway though. And while we're waiting for all these things to be built, just see where I want to go with the fence. I think if I start to bring it around from here and upwards, I think this should be big enough for us. Now we still need to do vegetable gardens and apiaries as well, so I don't know. We can always do the vegetable gardens on the outside of the city, that's another thing. So, and that is maybe the route that I am going to go. I'll probably only do the herb gardens and maybe the berry gardens on the inside, and then the vegetable gardens we can maybe do on the outside of the city. So let's just see here. Let's start bringing it around, and I'm gonna just maybe put down one more fence. Okay, that's good. Got another 2 workers. And let's just maybe go ahead and assign them here to the woodcutter for now. We're really clearing the trees pretty nicely at the moment. Okay, I'm going to just make this the top priority for the chapel to be built. And what I'll do is, once it is constructed, I'll take one of the workers away from the lumber camp, and I'll just assign them as a novice here to the monastery, and then they can become a priest. And then we should be getting the service that we need for the town. I suppose I can start putting down my forester camp. So let's just maybe put it down like so. Right, they've cleared out the space really nicely. We are getting some extra houses over here. 1, 2, another 2 extra houses. Okay, we've got, it looks like 2 or 3 new people coming in. But I'll assign one of them as a forester. And let's just tell them to repaint this area. Forest. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're so close to completing this. The vegetable garden is quite cost effective, so now I'm thinking if I should maybe just start with the vegetable garden, get that up and running. It's not a bad idea. But to operate the vegetable garden, you need the monks to operate the vegetable garden, so that is the catch with that. So if you decide to go the route of using vegetables as a main food source for your town, you need to make sure that you've got a lot of monks to operate that. Come on guys, so close. Alright, there we go. Now we've got all the material that we need to complete this. Okay, great stuff. Right, so from here, I just need to get the dorms up. Once I've got the dorms, I can start hiring or recruiting novices to work here. So let's just maybe also put this as a top priority. The monk dorms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we've got 6 that we can sign there. But yeah, this structure is going to get a lot bigger than it is now. And as we're going to also expand it towards the back, What's nice about the monastery, it's got so many different compartments. Like, I mean, yeah, look at all these different compartments. You've got the berry garden, the herb garden. Now, my next step will be to get the monastic scriptorium. I need to get that up and running also as quickly as I can, because once I've got that, I can start getting those manuscripts. I think it's manuscripts, right? So once we've got the manuscripts, we can upgrade the novices to brothers, and they can do certain chores, the brothers, or rather they can do the chores more effectively. See, so this is good. Like when we've got the trade route open with Northbury, the first two things that we're probably going to sell is the planks as well as the herbs. I want to set up my herb garden as soon as I can. And in fact, the herbs is going to be a much better trading commodity than the fish, because we're only getting 1 gold coin for each fish that we're trading. Where is it? There, yeah. We only get 1 point for the fish, but for the herbs we get 3. And we'll also be able in the near future we're going to be able to trade the meat. So we've literally got 3 trading goods. So if you decide to go the route of building your clergy splendor, then you've got a lot of trade commodities that you can start with in the early stages of the game. I'm just waiting for that stone. It takes ages to get that stone. Right, and we've got the houses up. Still lacking some housing. I am thinking whether or not I should make this wider. You know, we've got 2 houses next to each other, running next to each other all the way around. And I'm thinking if I should maybe do a 3rd row of houses. But that's going to just be too big. Then I don't think we're going to complete the circle at the end of the day. So let's see if let's maybe go ahead. I need to move the city center slightly. So let's move this. I'm going to place this also here by the front entrance. So yeah, this is not a bad spot for the town center because it's right in the middle between the manor and the monastery. And then we can use now this space. We can use this as a residential area. Maybe we can squeeze 1 extra house in there. There we go. That's what I would like to see. I think the stone camp might affect it negatively though. They create like an undesirable area. Okay, it's just outside of range. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we don't have to change anything over there. Okay, I'm gonna first build the granary before I decide to do the warehouse, because we need the planks still here for the manor. Now, where would we do... You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and place the granary. This is gonna be the tricky part. You know what? Actually, let's do this. I'm gonna place it over here. Just let the entrance face this way. Let's place it over here like so. And then we can do the warehouse. We can place right next to it. I'm not going to build yet. I'm only going to leave the blueprint here for now. That's it. So this open space will be like our market square. I'm going to add a few more stalls, do a few more things here in the middle, and our manor is going to be, of course, over here. And then I think at the end of the day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a similar setup like we've got here. I'm going to do on the opposite side, either on this side or more towards that side, because it's going to be way too far for these people to get all the way here when we go around. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got now our dorms. So let's just see, we've got one person that we can devote now to the monastery. And yes, there we go. So we automatically have our priest now that's going to start operating here. And we will be getting the service now. And I think that was a woman that came in. So I can't devote her. Let's maybe remove one of the guys here from the woodcutter. Let's just do this. There we go. Then we can devote another guy to the monastery. And then that new lady can work over here. And we've got still 3 unemployed people. So I think what I'm going to do is those people I'm going to assign here between the granary and the warehouse. Okay, the money seems to be pretty stable at this stage still. I think while we're at it, let's maybe start by building the herb garden. Now, we do need the herb garden hut. And I think yeah, we can kind of like place it like here, I think. Let's do this. And then our herb planters. I'm going to just place one for now, I think. Yeah, let's do that. We can squeeze a couple of them in over here. Okay, so the mana is almost up. Once that is up and running, we are going to get another 100 coin. And then I must decide on which direction I want to upgrade to. Now, you know, I'm thinking I'm going to maybe not expand towards the side yet. We don't really need the fish, but we're going to need the boar meat. We're going to need earlier, I think. We've got berries and we can even do vegetables now if we want to. So now I'm thinking of expanding this territory over here. That will be the next one. And then from there, we'll probably do this one. And then we've got all the space that we need to develop the actual town. So I'll just wait until the manor is done, and then once we get the coin from the king, then I'll open up that territory over there. In fact, you know what? Before I open up the territory, I think it would be a good idea to see where the spawning points are for the hunters. I think that's going to be a better idea. Okay, so we're going to assign one transporter, and we're going to assign the berries and the herbs. Definitely, it's going to be the first 2 things that's going to go there. And we might as well build the warehouse now. We've got enough blanks. The manor is built, and our monastery is built. But so far, everything's looking good. I am but a humble servant. Okay, good. Alrighty, so let's see here. I need to get my prosperity up to 10. So once we get there, I'm going to unlock the butchering, and then I'm going to first see where the hunting zones are. I don't want to be too hasty. Okay, we're only lacking 3% housing. That's not too bad. Now, they're also saying we're lacking the monastic food. Oh, that's right. We need to build the refectory. That is something we'll have to look into. I think we need this monastic grange. We need to store the herbs. I'm not sure. No, actually, we don't need it. No, the monastic grange is only, as far as I know, is for the manuscripts. They will store the herbs in the normal granary. Let's just see a refectory. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to first place the scriptorium. I'm going to first place here. And we've got 7 copiers that we can assign. Well, if I raise the roof up to this height, then we can assign up to 8 scriptoriums, or 8 copyists, and we can store up to 140 in this building. And this I'll make the refectory, maybe. Yeah, then we can kind of like create like a little courtyard or the cloister that we need to build on a later stage. We can utilize this space for that. Yeah, so let's maybe just build the refectory for now. We're utilizing pretty much all the stone that we've got. Let's just see here. We've got a couple of available workers, so I'm going to go ahead and add myself another stone cutter camp. Okay, I'm only going to assign 1 transporter, and we can place the planks. Well, actually, we can place everything in here. Planks, tools, wood, and stone. I'm not going to bother with the cloth for now. Here we go. Alright, so we've got an 80% happiness. We're lacking the refined food. Obviously, we need to get that meat going. And then we're still short on housing though. But we'll sort that out in a little while. Okay, let's just maybe start by building this refectory. We've got 2 cooks that we can assign here, which I think is fine. Alright. Okay, so we've got 1 person working here as a herbalist. Okay, this is great. So we are starting to accumulate the herbs. Just want to see, we've got enough blanks now, so we can open up the trade route here to Northbury. And let's just see, once we start trading with Northbury, I'm going to sell anything we're getting more than 10. We're not going to use the herbs for anything at this stage. So anything we get more than 10 herbs, I'm going to just trade. That's going to be an awesome trading commodity. And then, of course, the blanks itself. So let's just see, the blanks we can do maybe when it's over 30. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we've got another 2 workers. Let's maybe just devout another guy here to become a novice. And we can maybe assign another transporter. Yeah, I think this is fine. You know, in fact, we can maybe also change this into residential area because this square I think is big enough to do the market stalls and anything else that we need to do. So let's see, we can squeeze 1 more house in here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's just see, accumulate 10 berries and 5. Oh, this is quite good because we're getting that clergy influence. Yeah, I'm gonna just agree on that one. We should accumulate the herbs pretty quickly now. We've got 2 people working as herbalists. So we should get that pretty soon. Alrighty. So what I want to do now is I'm going to build up my labor splendor over here. And so that we can just unlock the village fortification and just to increase the housing density. It's pretty important. We need to start with that right away. Okay, but we need to unlock the decorations as well. So let's do the tier 2 decorations. And let's just go ahead and add some shrubs over here by the by the manor. Are we getting that extra tools? Okay, cool. Where's all these decorations? I'm supposed to have more decorations now. I'm not quite sure why I don't have those decorations available. It's a little bit strange. Yeah, let's just maybe add the... Oh, here we go. Ah, so it's with the tax office. Okay, great stuff. So I'm gonna just spam a bunch of these bushes for now. Yes. Okay, let's just see for the splendor. Okay, we need 25 splendor. In any case, let's just maybe finish this tax office. This is going to give us some sort of fortification. And it's our major. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just build a tower like this. I can increase the height, like I said, with the monastery as well. I can increase it on a later stage, but we're going to just go for this for now. And let's make it interesting. Let's paint the roof. Let's do it black. Let's just make it interesting. Okay, I need a level 4 builder. I'm not sure if I've got one, but I'm gonna just say agree. Let's just see if it works. Okay, there we go. Not always sure if those things are going to work. Right, so we've got currently 3 herbs. I need to get that 5 herbs in the storage. Just to complete this delivery. And then we can get some clergy influence. We also need that splendor though. Otherwise we can't unlock any of these things. Let's see, where is the splendor currently? That's still on 0. Let's see if we can maybe change that. Yeah, we can maybe do a tree or 2. Why not? How much is this tree? Oh, it's 20 point. Okay, let's just leave that on a back burner for now. Yeah, so the refectory is almost done. And then from there, I'm going to just build the scriptorium as well. We are slowly but surely running out of tools. I'm gonna have to start importing that pretty soon. Now, I want to unlock the butchering. I know it's gonna take a lot of my gold coins, but I have to do this just to determine which direction to go. Okay, let's see this. Hunting zones, right. Okay, so in fact the best hunting zone is here towards this side. There isn't a lot of spawning points. Maybe if we go more towards this side, but this is way out. And on this side, it's actually good that I use this as the wood cutting zone. I had no idea there were so little spawning points. But yeah, this is good. I think it was really the best choice to just start chopping the wood over here. So now I'm thinking whether or not I should maybe make the hunting spot over here. There's way more hunting spots here. But anyways, I'll just maybe think about that off screen for a while. So we've got the refectory now up and running. And I think I'm going to have to get some more monks assigned over here. So let's maybe take another one of the woodcutters away. Let's devote another person over here. And let's just devote another one, Hermitage. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can do that trade. Let's do this one. Oh, great stuff. And we're gonna get a decent amount of points for that. And we got 5 clergy influence. Okay, good. And we've got our herbs. Here we go. Okay, great. Alright, so I'm gonna have to complete this one now. I don't really have much of a choice, so let's just build this. Now I want to look to just set up myself another herb garden over here. I'm gonna do it the same as this one. we go. Right, so maybe I can then have 3 or 4 people working in the herb garden, and that's going to really generate a nice income for us. Here we go. So I'm making my manus roof black. It does give a nice contrast against the monastery. I'm not sure if the monastery... Yeah, you see. That's the thing, you can't change the color of this. So it's going to work very well with this. Right, so we can now assign ourselves a tax collector. Here we go. It's quite funny, the people are happy that we're getting a tax collector. It's like some special event over here. But most people hate the taxes. Right, so let's just maybe spam a few extra rose bushes. We've got the extra coin now. So let's do this. And how much do we still need? Quite a bit. So we've got 20, we're going to need another 5. Let's here accumulate 25 stone, and then we can get 50 fish. Yeah, I'm going to just say... I'm going to just leave this for now. I really don't need the fish at this stage. Now I've almost got enough clergy influence to open up this trade route here to Kinstone. We do have enough labor influence, so I think I'm going to just go ahead and open up this one. There's nothing at this stage that we can trade. Maybe eventually the polished stone and the fish. I'm going to just prioritize this construction here for the scriptorium. Oh, I still need to change the roof here. This little entrance. Here we go. Okay, so let's just see. We do need 5 more bushes. Then we can complete. We can complete our influence for the labor. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. One more. One more. There we go. Alrighty, so now we can start with the village fortification. So let's just do this. And we can add our structure for the watch post. Thinking it's not a bad idea to place these towers as watchtowers, because it will give that light fortification. It's going to look really nice in any case when we do have this. It doesn't cost too many resources. I'm going to make that also... Maybe I should make it a different color. Maybe like a bright red. Yeah, just to do the different contrast. You see, you need to make it really tall to reach all those structures. But it is getting to the back house from here, so I think it's actually fine. So I'm going to make the guard location. I'm literally going to just make it by the entrance. Visit the location, we can also do that. But I'm going to leave this for a while. we need to first accumulate some tools. We need to trade some tools. And I think what would work maybe is if I place myself another sawmill. We can just really start trading with this. It only costs me stone and wood, which is fine. Okay, let's get that going. I want to get the clergy influence up, but it looks like it's just dropping at this stage. Okay, great. So we've got a copyist now also. And we've got our 2 herbalists working here. Let's see, I'm going to devout another monk over here, or another novice. We need an extra male. Let's see here. Here we go. I just want to see, they've automatically assigned this guy now by the Refectorium. I'm going to take him away and just see if I can assign him. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Right, so I want to accumulate the herbs as quickly as I can so that we can start selling that. I think there's 2 people or 2 towns that we can trade with for the herbs. So we've got Northbury and I think Kinstone Abbey as well. Oh, this is great. You see, when I get that 15 influence, the clergy influence, then I can use that to also sell to them. So the herb gardens is really going to be a priority for me. We've got 1 person working at the refectory, which I think is fine. And we're going to only make berries available here. So yeah, you can see the monastic food that is lacking, but we're going to sort that out now. Right, and then we can add some carpenters here for ourselves. And now we've got 2 items that we can effectively trade with and just slowly start building up the coin. Now I'm going to create separate watch posts that's going to be scattered all around the town. I'm going to maybe make it a little bit shorter. And yeah, let's just do it like this. I kind of do have to keep it there just to keep in range with the current houses. Yeah, let's just leave it like that. See, how many guards can we assign here? Didn't even look now. Oh, anyways. Okay, I'll just leave it like that for now. You know, I think let's just maybe start importing those tools. Let's just see, where's the tools? Import by until we've got 10. Yeah, because you can see there we've got a whole bunch of planks now that we can trade. And our herbs is picking up nicely as well. We've got 3 people that's going to work here. We've got our priest, which is fine. Now I am going to have to increase the size of the structure here because you can see we reaching the full capacity already within the chapel. Here we go. We're getting another 4 that we can get into the capacity. So it's not going to cost a lot. I'm going to just go ahead and upgrade that. Just want to see if I want to upgrade the tower. How much is that going to cost me? Also not too much. So yeah, let's just do it like this. I think it will look fine if I just raise it up to that height. Here we go. Yeah, I know housing is a problem, but we're going to sort that out once we increase the density of these houses. Yeah, we've got a trader coming over here. Let's see which trader is that. Trotbury. Okay, no, they're not going to trade anything, unfortunately. Suppose I can sell the bread to them. Oh man, let's maybe do that. Let's move the bread to the storage. And I'm going to just tell them to sell all the bread that we've got currently. Then at least we're going to get 20 coin. I hope they're going to collect the bread. Oh no, it's just walking past. Okay, too late. Never mind. I'm gonna just tell them to start building, yeah, this watchtower. Let's just do that. We can do a levy. Should maybe do that. Discuss a levy. Yeah, let's just do that. Not gonna get a lot, but it's gonna help me now just to purchase those tools. But I'm gonna continue just by creating 2 rows of houses that's gonna go all around the monastery. I don't want the town to be too big. We can, at a later stage, make it a little bit wider. Yeah, it's going to look really nice and tidy and compact. And everybody will be able to get to all the destinations. They'll be able to get to the tavern, to the market stalls, and all the things that they need to the working areas. It's going to just be nice. And I think it's just going to run very efficiently if we do it like this. And aside from that, it's going to look really pretty. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to get our tools. They're going to trade some wood with us. They bought some herbs. Only 4 herbs, unfortunately. But we are going to get our tools. They're going to purchase some wood. There we go. Okay, great stuff. So we can finish this tower now. We've got everything that we need for this tower. So we can increase the housing density. And we can just do maybe some patrols just within this close area over here. Maybe 1 patroller and 1 person in the watchtower. And we've got 4 available workers, so let's just see. Could probably add another transporter over here. We do have a tax collector. Let's maybe assign two. I still need to set my taxes, so let's just do this as well. Okay, we're getting 31 point monthly. That is going to help. Yeah, I think this is going to look pretty cool. If we surround this town with these watchtowers and basically just bring the wall around all the way like this. Okay, so let's see, we can do one watchman and we can do one patroller for now. That's all we really need at this stage, because I only want them to patrol literally these houses. So they've also got the fortifications now. So then we can increase the housing density. There we go. So from here, the housing density should increase now. I don't know, maybe we do need another patroller. Let's take away one of the carpenters and add another patroller over here. Okay, there we go. So we can see this one is now upgrading the density. And we can squeeze a few more extra people in here. Right, so our housing problems are going to be something of the past. And you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and start building my fence also here. You can see another house upgrading over here. And yeah, so systematically they're all upgrading. We've got plenty of blanks, so yeah, they should be able to upgrade pretty quickly. But in any case, everybody, that's it from me for today's episode. We're going to continue building this monastic town and the circular town as well. And let me know what your thoughts are, what direction you think I should go, and then I'm going to see you in the next one.
In a game of adventure and strategy, we make our mark. That's still gamer. Building kingdoms from the